Hi team, and welcome to Ultimate Exercise Ball Class, filmed on location at Core Maximus, where it is so stunning and the sun is just absolutely gorgeous today. I wanted to have a bit of happy sunshine behind me. So how about we just try to appreciate that? All right, today 6 moves, 1 minute each. We need a wall, we need a mat. I have a heavier set of weights and a medium set of weights. So depending on where we're at in our fitness journey, that's gonna vary for you. So what feels a little bit heavier, squats and chest press type patterns, and what feels like a medium set weight for reverse flies. I will say on our reverse flies, we're also doing a back extension. So maybe we have to go super light because of some back concerns, or maybe we forego the weights completely and work on really good form and technique. So be mindful, and I will remind us when we hit our back extensions with reverse flies. That being said, make sure we've done the warm up, and then when you've completed that so we don't get injured, you're gonna come back and join me. 1 minute per move. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna scooch my mat out of the way, right? General rule of thumb, we're either all on the mat or all off. So for our first move, which is squats, I'm gonna place my ball at the wall. I'm going to grab my heavy weights. Now, getting weights and the ball at the wall is always somewhat challenging and something, you know, I just watch people struggle when they're here in class with me. Okay, squat. Ball in the small part of our back. I've walked my feet away from the wall, so I'm leaning into the ball, holding weights by my side. Absolutely, you can have them in front or resting on shoulders. Itchy, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Okay, 1 minute here, working on our posture as well as our squat pattern. Chest out, down and up we go. Down, push through heels. Range of motion on a squat is gonna depend on how you feel, how your knees are. Maybe we're dropping an inch, maybe we're dropping 2, maybe we're hitting 90. Again, you be very mindful of how your knees feel and work through the range of motion, right? Maybe we're here, work through a range of motion that works for you. Some things to really think about though is weight in your heels. That's going to take pressure out of your knees, and our knees are tracking in line with our second toe. So my knees are not collapsing in through this. Those couple tweaks will make your knees feel a lot better. My hips are tracking straight underneath my shoulders. They are not following the ball. I'm gonna go back to full range of motion for me. I'm keeping my shoulder blades pulled together just a tiny little bit. My grip on my weight, nice and relaxed. Arms are resting by my side. Ball is rolling straight up my spine and straight back down my spine. Perfect, rest there and have a seat. So when you get that ball rolling straight up and down, it's guiding you that your weight is even on both legs. Going into a chest press, I'm going to keep my heavy. I'm going to walk myself out, head and shoulders on the ball. And when I do a chest press, I press in line with my chest, not my face. Okay, I'm looking at my trusty little watch here. We're gonna slowly walk ourselves down. Head and shoulders resting on the ball, unless you have a pretty ponytail behind you like I do. Hips are up strong, shoulders, hips, knees, straight line. Knees hip width, shoulder width apart, feet right underneath my knees. Elbows out to the side, palms face knees, and now I push. Push in line with my chest, control the down. So when we're lifting any of our weights here, I want you to be aware of controlling as you push those weights or lift those weights, and then control as they come back down to that start position. We want to have a consistent speed and consistent pace, really trying to make sure we're strengthening the shoulders through the entire range of motion and not allowing those weights to drop. And we, maybe try to avoid some momentum here. Now, you might be starting to feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings and your quads. I've turned you into a bench. So even though we are working on our chest strength at the moment, We're also working through our core and our lower body. 4, and we're done. I was gonna say for a few more seconds, but I looked at the stopwatch. We were done. Okay, little bit different today. So make sure those weights are out of your way. I'm throwing cardio into the middle of the circuit. So here's our burpees. If you need to, I'm gonna use the wall today as well. I'm gonna use the wall for a little bit of balance and support today. If you want, you can pull the ball away from the wall, tiny little bit if you're looking for an extra challenge. Pushing the ball into the wall. We're going for a burpee. Burpee is we step or hop back, step or hop in, and we jump or step up. 1 minute. Okay, if you're new to working out with me, when we perform our cardio minute interval, my objective is to get your heart rate up, which means I suggest a move, but if that doesn't work for you, or you want to jog in place, you want to march around the house, you want to go up and down some stairs, skip, anything at all that gets your heart rate up a tiny little bit, that is magic for me. Okay, we have 10 seconds left. I'm getting sweaty. Light on our feet, strong through tummy, back staying strong. Last one. Amazing. I didn't talk you through a lot of positioning on that. I was focused more on cardio bits. Make sure tummy's in tight, no pressure in your low back as you step or hop into that plank pattern. Soft on your landing on the jump. Okay, get your weights close to you, and we are going to be at the wall. Back extension with a reverse fly. Not gonna sugarcoat it. 6s are gonna be a little aggressive for me, but I'm trying to be motivational. Okay, feet go at the wall, and I bend through my knees to get my hips not on top of the ball, not on the side, somewhere in the middle. And then I'm going to lock my feet into the wall. So my feet are gripping the wall. Legs are bent the entire time, so you might feel this a bit in the back of your legs. I'm going to come over the ball and find my weight. All right, we're gonna hinge from our hips, back extension, and then arms are gonna fly open, shoulder blades pull together, head in neutral, bring those weights back down, come on all the way back over the ball. Without the weights, I lift, fly open, control down, come back down to the middle neutral rest position. So this is the one where I gave you a little bit of a heads up at the start that if you have any back concerns, maybe you forgo weights completely and focus on lower back, upper back, strengthening without weight. You also really need to keep those legs bent, because if not, the weights are going to, and the weight of your torso is going to pull you forward over that ball. So legs bent, glue those feet into the wall. When I hinge into my back extension, I'm hinging from my hips. My rib cage is coming off the ball. That's allowing me to keep talking to you because I can inhale and exhale. And I'm trying to pull those shoulder blades, last one, I'm trying to pull those shoulder blades together on the fly, working through my upper back. Awesome, okay. So that was move number 4. We only have 2 to go. You get to get your mat, move our weights out of the way. Okay, that's a doozy. That also works everything, right? Even though I was focused on our back and our lower back and our upper back, definitely felt that through my legs. Okay, speaking of legs, here we go. We're going to lay all the way down, and I'm going to place my arms by my side, palms up, and my arms are naturally comfortable, so it's kind of like the letter V. Ball a little bit closer is going to make this easier. Ball under my heels is going to make this a little bit harder. If this is too much for you, keep both feet on the ground. All right, or sorry, both feet on the ball. Okay, I'm going to hover my one foot up off the ball. I'm going to use my arms to help me with balance. And I'm going to lift my hips up off the floor. Shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. I'm going to curl that ball in towards me, push that ball away, lower down, alternate legs. So it's a single leg, hamstring curl. Heel goes on the ball, opposite leg lifts. Shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. I roll the ball in a straight line, roll the ball back out, keeping hips level. Now, where should you float your other leg? Whatever feels comfortable, okay? If you want it towards the ceiling, if you want it slightly hovering, whatever feels better to you. One of the main things here is trying to keep those hips level throughout the entire pattern. Head and shoulders are relaxed. Arms are helping you balance. Palms are up. We're not using our arms to help us lift. They're helping us stay balanced on the ball. We're going to go for one more here, and that's good because the back of my legs are on fire. Okay. Last move, reverse Supermans. The most important part on this is back flat into the ground. We're working a muscle called transverse abdominal. As soon as your low back starts to arch off the floor, it means that muscle is letting go. One, you might hurt your back. Two, we're losing the purpose of this move. So we're really going to think of pushing our low back into the mat by tightening up through our tummy, belly button in towards your spine. Okay, our trusty little ultimate exercise ball here is going up in the air. My toes are on the back side of the ball, and my fingertips are straight above my shoulders, touching the ball. Belly button pulled in, nice and strong. Head stays on the mat. Opposite arm, opposite leg lower towards the floor. Control back up, opposite side. Okay, so as that leg and arm lowers, if you feel like you cannot maintain that back in contact with the mat, you are going to go for a bent leg. We're going knee bends, heel towards the floor, full rest, belly button in, pull strong back up. Opposite side, leg bends, foot rests, come on back up. If we still have a hard time with that, as you lower that leg, as soon as you feel your low back start to arch off the floor, pull that foot back to the ball. Maybe we don't come all the way down towards the ground. Okay, few more here. Fighting to keep the ball still, and we talked about controlling the speed on the down, controlling the speed on the up. Let me check my timer. You're almost there. And we rest, team. We rest, team. We worked full body there. We had a little bit of everything, so incredibly well done. Intermediate, advanced, or people that have a little bit more time today, roll through this 2 or 3 times. Make sure you do the cool down and stretch everything out. 1, it feels good. 2, injury prevention. It's so good for us to spend a little bit of time. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please, we would love it. It's a free way to support us. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Maybe you hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time we post a new video. And maybe you share this with a friend. All right, that was awesome. Have a great day, guys.